Okay, this is hello, I'm in Delaware. I haven't yet managed to get a better webcam. Got a new microphone, but I actually think it's the sound card, so I'm still waiting for the webcam. I ordered one, it's came broken, so not a lot I can do, so I'm waiting for another one. But in the meantime, I thought I'd do a tutorial on Hello, I'm in Delaware, which is an older song, not the new album obviously, but still I thought I'd just cover it anyway because it's one of the most well-known songs anyway. So I'll start by playing some, and then I'll go on to explain how it's played. It's probably likely to take me about 15 minutes to explain it all, so I'll start now. So here we go. Okay, so that was just a very quick run through the song, all the different parts of the song. Now I'd say if it's not a beginner's song, definitely, so I'd be prepared there's a few technical bits. First of all, the tuning isn't standard. The tuning, I'll take this off, you have to tune your, you've got to keep all the, say you start all the strings, all in tune. You've got to tune your E string down to a D, so that's a whole step. And then you've also got to tune your A string, a whole step down, which I don't know if that's a G, and it goes down to, G. So A goes down to a G, again that's a whole step, and your D, your E string goes down to a D as well, so they should be in harmony, those two strings. That's better. So you've got 3 strings to retune downwards, and then you need your capo on the 4th fret to be in the key of the C D. I have seen versions where he plays it further down, like on the 2nd fret. Play it wherever you want to, I guess. So I'll move this a little bit closer, and I'll explain the chords that are first used. So the first chord that's played is actually what you would, I suppose, call a D suspended. And you've got your first index finger there, and that is on the D string. No, sorry, the G string. Sorry, on the 1st fret. So, and then you've got your middle finger on the B string at the 3rd. And the reason you have those 2 fingers and not those 2 fingers is because you need this ring finger to stretch up onto the what would be the A string, and that is on the 4th fret on the A string. So second on the G, 3rd on the B, 4th on the A. So for the first chord, that's that way. The second chord, all you do is take your ring finger on, and all you're playing is those 2 notes. It's worth noting as well the strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. And you're mainly focusing on the bass notes with the... So on the down, down, up, down, up, down. So on the down, downs, you're focusing mainly on the bass strings, and then the ups, you're that's the pattern that goes all the way through. So you'll find there your two first chords. So for the next part then is these slides. You can miss them out if you want to and not play them, and it will sound fine, or you just play as that for another bar. For those who want to play it, I'd suggest I use my middle finger. I don't know why, probably because it's a bit stronger when it's in the middle and it helps. All it is really is it's a combination of sliding and pulling off. So for the first one, you start on the B string, and all you're doing is playing when you've got your finger on the second fret on the B, sliding up to the third, and back down, and then pulling off, and it's all in one go. And you actually use part of your finger to flick the open string, and that's how it's done. That's part of what pulling off, I guess, is the way I do it anyway. You get more of a sound out of the guitar. So you go from second to third, back down to the second, and then pull off. So it's an open string. The next one, you move up a string, and you're doing from the second to the fourth, and it's the same motion you're using. You're sliding up and back down to the second, so up to the fourth, down to the second, pulling off, and that's on the G string. And then on the D string, you do exactly the same as before, second to fourth, back to second, and then pull off. So all together, okay. And it's very much a practice thing. Like I say, if you're a beginner, you'll probably struggle a little bit with that. So and you've got to practice doing it quickly. But I just recommend just practicing that section over and over again until you're fairly happy with it. And once you're comfortable with that, then you can move on to the next chord, which is basically the same pattern you would use as a power chord, really. And it is, you've got your index finger on the E string on the second, you've got your ring finger and your pinky finger on the A and the D string at fourth. So I'll try and move my middle finger out of the way. And you're basically playing those top three notes. So that's your next chord, and all you need to do for the chord after that is to slide the whole thing up. So you're now playing relative, not relative to the capo. You'd be playing between the 9th and the 11th frets. So you're sliding that whole shape. So you're now playing. I'll just show you. You're up here, playing exactly the same top three notes. And then you actually find once you play the first pattern of that, the next intro chord is slightly different. And if you've got a sharp hearing, you'll notice that it's not the same. It's not back to that again. It's actually got another chord, and you need to use your pinky finger to hold on to the D string. And it's a very minor thing. Again, if you don't want to use it, you can leave it out, but it's something I notice and play. So on the first pattern, when the intro to the song, it'll just be normal. It'll just be that chord. On the next section, after you've played the first pattern of that, the next chord you go into to restart the whole thing again will be that same pattern, but with your pinky finger now on the 5th fret of the D string. And that's the sort of sound you get. So it'll go. Then you go back into the slides again. So again, like I say, it's very minor. If you want to leave it out, you can. So for the next part of the song, again, quite a technical part. When you've gone through, you'll get to the pre-chorus, and you play another chord. So this next chord, again, is quite an open one, and you've got your index finger on the on the A string at the second, and you've got your ring finger on the D string at the fourth. So it'll go. So for that section A, you play your first chord. Again, you don't have to play all the hammer-ons and stuff if you don't want to, but if you're interested. The first one is on the A string. So you play an open string, and you hammer on the second, and then you hammer on the fourth. So all together go. And practice doing that if you can, and practice over and over again. And you do that on both the A string and the D string. So it'll go hammer on second, hammer on fourth, and then you would move down to the next string. So again, open string, hammer on second, hammer on fourth, and then you would just do open string, hammer on second, pull off to open string again. So it'll go. Then you go into that chord again, the chord that I showed you how to play before, top three strings. So it'll go. And like I say, if you want to practice, you can go. Try and practice as fast as you can, and you'll get it, and it'll just become natural. So you do that section, and then you would play that pattern again, and you slide up, so the whole section will sound like this. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. So then when you get to the chorus, once you've played all that section, which is quite rough in my opinion, but practice makes perfect. Once you play the pre-chorus and you're up to here, and you're just about to go into the chorus, you go back to that chord again, the open chord with the two strings on the A and the D. Back up again. And slide the whole shape up. Now, depending where you are in the song, the next bit is the kind of break in the song. And all you need to do for this section is, instead of playing this chord up here, you move your index finger down. So you're now playing with your index finger on the fourth fret of the E string. So you should have that note instead of that note. So it'll go. Back up again. Slide it all back down again. And back up. That's all it is. Then you go back into the chorus. So it's I don't know if I went too fast, but that's all you need to do is move that down, move it back up, and then you slide the whole shape down, and back up, and then you're back into the chorus again, and that's pretty much the entire song concluded. If you've got any questions, just ask, but it's mainly a practice thing. Once you've got the tuning right,